Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 11, episode 8. So this episode starts off with Harry and Lisa. They are at the grocery store doing a little shopping. Lisa would like to invite all the ladies over for Harry's special Bolognese. I think that I've only had Bolognese one time and it was absolutely delicious. And after seeing it on the show, I feel that I needed a can soon. But anyway, moving on. We did get the opportunity to see a little bit of Kathy's house. We saw the outside of it. It kind of looks a little castle-like. It's very beautiful. We saw her tennis court. Crystal invited Erica and some of her other good girlfriends to come over to Kathy's and, play a little tennis. And Erica was not the best. Crystal and her friends are competitive, and you could tell that they play tennis all the time. It was really cool. It was mostly Crystal's two friends versus Crystal. Erica stood around looking really cute. Crystal was not that impressed with Erica's tennis talent. She said she would rank her at a 2. However, Erica knows that she is not really the tennis kind of gal, but I'm not either. I think that I would be ranked 1, and that's just because of the cute outfit. I'm just saying, tennis is not my thing. So they go inside and they hang out with Kathy for a little bit. They have a little bit of a brunch. Now, I don't know if it's me or not. You guys get down in the comments, let me know. Is it me, or does it seem that the spin on the Housewives right now is painting Erica as the victim? I don't like that. She's talking about all these chores that she has to do by herself now. She used to live in that big, gigantic mansion with 2 housekeepers, and now she's folding her own laundry, and she's, taking out her own trash and all this other stuff. And I said, well, you know what? Let's talk about these victims. Allegedly. These people are orphans. They lost their parents on these flights. These people are out here just trying to make ends meet. These people have all these backed up medical bills. People are struggling, and you're still the pampered princess. So what, you had to do your own laundry and take out your own garbage? Stop this victim, because you are not that. Those people from that gas pipe explosion and the people from the plane crash, those people are the victims. And speaking of that gas pipe explosion, this week's episode of American Greed was all about the gas company that caused that gas pipe explosion. They have caused a lot of damage. Watching that episode of American Greed, one of the victims from The Housewife and the Hustler was a part of that American Greed episode as well, and it made me even more sad. All of the victims and all the people that went through all of these different explosions and fires that happened from this gas company. Now, you know what? Again, we don't know Erica's true involvement. However, they talked about her a little bit on Good Morning America this morning, and it seems that the judge has given the go-ahead to these victims that Tom allegedly stole money from, that they are free to sue Erica for their money. Now, let me tell you, how long you think it took for those victims to get on the phone with their attorneys? Sue her. I tell you what, those people will be suing Erica before the end of the week. Now, all of this is alleged and just my opinion, but my thing is this. I have always been an Erica Jane fan. I have always rooted for her. I love her Pretty Woman storyline. She went from rags to riches, but it's one thing if your riches come from victims. That is a no-go. I don't know if you did it. I'm hoping that you had nothing to do with it, but it's not looking good. And if you had anything to do with taking those people's money, spending those people's money on $40,000 worth of glam, you deserve to go to prison. And that is just my opinion. And all of this is alleged because she is innocent until proven guilty. But if you took from those victims, no ma'am. No ma'am. You and Jen Shaw, allegedly, both of you should do a little jail time. I'm just saying, you can't take from people like this. Those people have suffered, and they are continuing to suffer because they don't have any money. Not that money is going to make anything that much better because they don't get their family members back. This is just bad. All bad. I'm just saying, I'm not crying a river over Erica, driving herself around and, folding her own laundry. I fold my own laundry, ma'am. All I can say is get into it, or find you another rich man, one of the two. So Kyle's at her house and they are taking their Christmas photos. And let me just tell you, Kyle's family is super cute. Those Christmas photos looked amazing. I love that they were all wearing the same red pajamas. It's different for me because Christmas is one of my absolute favorite holidays. And one of the things I love about Christmas is decorating. And just hearing her and Kathy talk, and her and Dorit talk about hiring the people to come in to decorate everything for you, it seemed to me that it just takes away the fun of having everybody together, turning on the music and listening to Christmas carols. It's something about that Temptations Christmas CD, and then you're putting up all the beautiful decorations. I don't know. I guess that's a rich person thing that you can actually, I don't know. Maybe if I was rich, I would just, hire these people to decorate everything and then turn my music on while they decorate. I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm just saying the fun is being with my family, drinking hot chocolate, listening to music, and hanging up all of the decorations, especially the ones that my son made me when he was still small. Anyway, honey, let me move.
Smell this.
What is all this stuff? What do you have in here?
Everything in the kitchen sink.
Wait, why are you having this?
And I got this.
What are you doing?
I'm dry. You can find everything in my bag, basically. You name it. Socks, an extra pair of shoes, a sweater.
You know what? This is just another reason I love Kathy Hilton. Just like they said at the Breakfast Club, she's got a big bag of crazy. Beb, what is all this stuff in your bag? You know what? I like her. 9 times out of 10, if we get into a jam, whatever we need is in Kathy's bag. Thank you, girl. So we did find out that both Kathy and Kyle were a little worried about Kim. It seems that she's been quarantining all alone. Kyle mentioned that she doesn't have a husband and her children haven't been with her. Kathy lets Kyle know that she's not able to call Kim because Kim changed her phone number. And Kyle was very unaware that Kim changed her number. And they said that they've invited her to several functions at their homes and she has been afraid to go due to COVID. So she's just stuck in her house and they're, concerned about her well-being. Kathy told Kyle that Kim said that it was a great time for her to be there by herself and for them as well, so that they could figure out what they want in their lives and where they should be in their lives at this time. So I think she's just using this time in her life to really just reflect and see, what she wants, what her future may hold. We have heard in the media that she has this new book coming out, and she's also supposedly going to tell us the information that she knows about Harry and Lisa, which just my opinion, I would not be surprised if Harry and Lisa are not actually together, that they have an open relationship and that they possibly live separate. I wouldn't be surprised. Harry seems to be more laid back and low key, and Lisa is really out front and loud. And, I can understand wanting to be separate from that woman, but that's all alleged and only my opinion. I don't know for sure. Lisa Rinna stops by Erica's house and we find out that she's renting the place for $9,500 a month. It has to just be the location. The house really is adorable, but it's smaller than my house by quite a bit. And I don't pay $9,500 a month for my mortgage. I really don't. So it has to just be because they're in California. It is a beautiful place if you ask me, but even if I had $9,500 a month for rent, I wouldn't pay that. You know what, honey? Listen, all I have to say is remember, the feds are watching, allegedly. They want you to return those clothes to them so they can sell them to pay back the victims. Stop showing your merchandise. That's all I'm saying, allegedly. Sutton comes over to Erica's at the same time as well. When Lisa got there, she gave Erica a really nice bottle of champagne to celebrate her new house, and Sutton gave her the Dolce & Gabbana Queen's book, which was absolutely beautiful. And it turns out that Sutton is also in the book, which is no surprise. She buys everything that they sell. And every year, as she reminded us last season, they send her a custom-made tiara. So, you know, she's a prized customer. I think it's really awesome to be in that book. I have never purchased one thing from them because I am not rich, and some of that stuff that Sutton wears, I don't like to be bedazzled, and I don't like doily dresses. But anyway, I don't think even if I was rich I would buy a lot of that stuff, but I would appreciate one of those tiaras because I just wear it around the house, you know. Maybe I'd take a picture and put it on Instagram. I don't know. Don't judge me. Okay, it's all right to have a tiara. Grown as I am. So they sit down and have a little snack, and they talk about the storyline for the season. Sutton and Crystal. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm over it. Listen, are all of you ladies going to share this same storyline this season? All season, we're going to talk about this. I just wanted to return your coat. I didn't know she was naked. I just said, I don't know what you're doing in here. Here's your coat. Are we going to do this all season? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm done. I'm done. I thought we wrapped this up 3 episodes ago, but every episode, we're back talking about it. So Garcella's at her house. I believe that her house is quite large. And she's in the kitchen making as much noise as she can while one of her teenage sons is online schooling, trying to learn Japanese, which is hard enough as it is, without having her over here banging pots, trying to make Parmesan chicken, then calling the other son to come downstairs and unload the dishwasher. Did she not realize how loud unloading and reloading the dishwasher is? It's loud as a grown-up. You know it's ridiculous when it's a teenager. She's got one son who is bubbly and just trying to learn, and then she has another son who is moody and not in the mood. And I said, oh gosh, the teenage hormones, the teenage blues is crazy. And I couldn't imagine having more than one child to go through that. I went through that with my son, and I said, oh God, am I gonna make it through? Am I gonna make it through? And then I started thinking, no, is he gonna make it through? Okay, you are not about to make my life miserable, young man. What is the problem? Anyway, they grow out of it. They really do. Just hang in there, Garcelle. And they're going to take turns. They really are. One day they're going to switch. And the happy-go-lucky, just wanting to learn teen is going to be the moody one. And the other one will be the happy-go-lucky guy. Just keep on moving with them. It'll work. It'll work out. Harry and Lisa are back at their house. Harry is whipping up that Bolognese. And he is super excited about using his stuff from his garden. This Bolognese right here, the one that tastes the best, the one that Lisa almost tried to double dip her spoon in after she ate off of it. I was so happy Harry called her on that. I said, no, ma'am. Now, that's the one thing I cannot stand. If I'm watching a cooking program and you drop something on the floor and put it back in the container, I'm a turn. If you take a lick off of something and you don't wash it or you don't switch out to a clean one, I'm a turn. If you actually take the spoon and wipe your finger across it and then taste it and then put that same spoon back, I'm a turn. Listen, let's keep this sanitized, okay? Let's be professional. Anyway, Harry got her all the way together. And he was so excited that the best Bolognese came from the tomatoes out of their garden. They're using the spinach, they're using the lettuce. I said, you go, Harry. You go, Harry. Your garden is a success. I did think it was really nice that Lisa said that she was going to have a cake for Garcelle. Garcelle was not able to have the big birthday party due to COVID, and she thought that it would be really nice to have a cake for Garcelle. And I said, well, that's different. Lisa Rinna doing something nice. I said, oh, wow. Do my ears and eyes deceive me? Lisa Rinna, doing something kind. Dorit has a new Hermes bag, which I think I'm pronouncing that all wrong, but you know, I don't have one of those. I'm never gonna have one. It was really tiny, $8,150. I said, that's almost Erica's mortgage payment for that tiny purse. I'm sure that she could get a beautiful knockoff for 50 bucks. I'm just saying, I can't. Seems that the Beverly Beach swimwear has been doing so well that she has ventured into doing bridal wear. And you know what? I said, okay, you know, I can see that. Dorit has really, really good fashion sense. I think some of that stuff she wears is absolutely beautiful. And I also think that some of the stuff that Erica wears is amazing, but some of it just really gets into costume wear. And I'm not big on costumes.
There's that little doubt in your mind where you wonder, oh my God, can I do this? I've never done bridal before. I don't know one thing about it. And then the other side of my brain says, oh my God, please, you've designed before. You've designed a room in a restaurant. You're a creative person.
Now listen, I wouldn't go around telling everybody that you're positive that you're gonna be good at bridal design due to that room you designed at Buca di Beppo. No ma'am, that didn't take me back to Capri. And I'm with Kyle. No, I've been to Capri and I wasn't transported to Capri. But she did a great job, and I am absolutely positive that she's going to be able to make some amazing wedding dresses that I would never be able to fit. Moving on. So everything is so gorgeous at Lisa's house. She has everything set up beautifully outside. The table is beautiful, the seating arrangement outside. And what I like the most is she had these little fans over the charcuterie boards to keep the flies away. And I said, oh my God, that is so awesome. Why have I never seen that before? I never thought of that. I've got to get some of those. So as soon as Sutton gets there, before she can even sit down, Kathy calls her Thomasina, and it really sets her off. And I said, you know what is with this? Who told Kathy to say that? Something tells me that some production person or Kyle instructed Kathy to say that. Why would she be calling her that when she know that upsets that woman?
How's everything?
Oh my gosh, it's so busy right now.
Hi, Thomasina.
They have to let this go. When Garcelle gets there, she says that she hasn't been to Lisa's house since her 50th birthday. And Lisa says, well, that's 7 years ago. And I had no clue that Lisa Rinna was 57. I don't know how old I thought she was, but I definitely did not think she was 57. So of course, throughout dinner, Lisa Rinna has to kick her storyline in and talk about Scott and Amelia. No ma'am, no ma'am. I refuse to let you drag me into this fake storyline. You cannot use your children for storylines. You used her last year. You used her the year before that. Why don't they just give Amelia a diamond and get rid of you? Let her tell her own story. The Bolognese must have been delicious because Garcelle requested a take home. And I said, Garcelle, ma'am, you're my kind of girl. Because let me tell you, I would have probably asked for one too because I'm tacky like that. I'm into food. Leave me alone, people.
I want him hung like a horse.
Be careful what you wish for.
Okay? I don't even know where I'd put it.
Now that was absolutely a joke and a lie because when she met up with that dating coach, she said she didn't want anybody that was real big. Speak for yourself because he could be big. I'm just saying. Oh my God, I am so tacky. Moving on.
I did not know that she liked horseback riding.
Another reason I love her. What is going on with Kathy? What is going on with Kathy? Garcelle was very thankful to Lisa about giving her that birthday cake. She said that that really meant something to her, and I believe her. I think that she wants to be friends with Lisa. She just doesn't trust her. And who does? You know, nobody. Well, they all give presents to Garcelle, and here's where the problem starts. back at Kyle's event, Lisa Rinna let everybody know that she was going to celebrate Garcelle's birthday at her house, and that if everybody wanted to buy gifts, that would be great. What happened was a lot of the ladies went in together and bought gifts for Garcelle, and no one included Sutton. So all of a sudden she went from being okay to really acting out, and I felt real middle school, high school vibes. She wasn't included. And it reminded me back in Tahoe when some of the girls were in on the joke about drinking water instead of vodka, and she wasn't in on the joke, and she got all upset and worked up, and it was a lot. Crystal, Kathy, and Kyle got together and they brought Garcelle this beautiful ring. I absolutely loved it. Then Erica and Lisa got together and got her, I don't know if it's a cashmere full sweater or a cashmere sort of a vest with sleeves. I don't know what it was, but you could tell that it was expensive and it was really pretty. And Sutton was not a part of this. So all of a sudden she starts acting really odd.
This is not the Sutton that I know, and she's being extremely emotional and, quite frankly, irrational. You to be okay.
I am so not okay.
Listen to me.
I can't get it together.
Are you crying?
No.
Honey, what's going on?
I have very bad allergies, but I pray to Jesus every day. I think he'd throw me a
What's he-
bone. I just need a bone, you know. What, y'all?
Oh my God, I think Sutton is more hormonal than my kids.
We're done with this.
I know that I need to move on, and I will.
All I have to say is this is exhausting. This is ridiculous. All of a sudden she's trying to lie to Kyle and say that it's the whole trip thing, the violation thing. You know, she doesn't like to be around people that she doesn't like. I think that she was upset that she was not included in purchasing the gifts for Garcelle, 1. Number 2, Crystal was. Number 3, everyone is getting along with Crystal and she doesn't like that. So she just freaks out.
I mean, to sit there and pretend like everything's great and hunky-dory when it's not.
Who is Hunky Dory? Who is Hunky Dory?
Kathy, this woman is TV gold. She really is. Oh my gosh. Somebody please take Lisa Rinna's diamond and slide it to Kathy. I mean, goodness gracious.
Dakota, what do you need from Crystal?
I don't need anything
No.
from Crystal.
Stop it. You need something for Crystal for you to be okay.
She already did it.
Tell her what you need to fix it so we can move on.
I think it's really shitty. You have used so many words about me. And so now I'm
are you-
supposed
so tell me the
You
words.
need to let me say my piece. Okay. The word violate is really crazy to me. What crazy planet do you live on?
Not yours. Again.
What do you need so we can move on from this?
I think she wants an apology.
Please.
You're upset because you're jealous. Period.
I'm out. I'm out. No, ma'am. Jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants?
Listen, she was firm about that. There will be no apology. It's time for Sutton to just go on and move on. Move on. Let it go. Let it go. This is childish and it's just gone on too long. And Crystal, it's coming off mean girlish. Okay, I don't think you should keep this going. Let Sutton live. And Sutton, please leave Crystal alone too. I don't understand why these two grown women with families and friends cannot ever be in the same room together without a whole bunch of commotion. The entire cast is sharing this one storyline is really bad. Okay? Every last one of you have stuff that is going on in your life, but every single episode we have to deal with Sutton and Crystal and the violation and the I was nude and that you are creepy and Sutton is odd. It's too much. It really is. Leave this woman alone, okay? Let it go, Crystal. Let it go, Sutton. And Sutton running out of there. Ma'am, please Please don't talk about this woman's leather pants when you're wearing that dress. No, ma'am. I'm just saying, this is crazy. I'm pretty sure the next episode will also be dealing with Crystal and Sutton. Anyway, you guys, I hope I wasn't too mean this review. I'm getting mean. You know, my birthday was Tuesday. Maybe it's my old age. Oh my God. You guys, I'm getting old and I'm growing up and I'm getting mean and crotchety. Anyway, until next time, you guys. Bye.